Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is it me or this video? It's kind of like dark. Uh, I don't know, not enough sun here or whatever. Hey, there we go. It's a little red, but who the fuck cares? How's everybody? I woke up this morning. Today's July 30th. Yeah, July 30th. I worked tonight. I had a really I felt that little. It's something else that I'm doing, but I'm not gonna say what I'm doing. I know it's to be honest and stuff, but it's something that I could deal with. So far, it's been 4 days, so it's coming out little by little. But like, I still feel like blah this morning. I haven't felt like that in 5 days. So I'm not totally sick. I'm still taking the Klonopin, but I'm reaching for my kratom. I'm taking the kratom, but little doses now. So I'm cutting down on that until I'm ready to jump off. That's what I could do. So I'm looking for energy. I know I've done it before, but I just don't feel like going through all that hula, that feeling down. I'm only gonna have 1 cup a day. That's it. I'm not going any further with it because 1 cup a day, and then next week I'll do a half. It's not even a whole spoon anymore. It looks lighter than, I don't know why. I shouldn't even be drinking it, but I have no fucking, like, I drank my B12. They help a little bit, but like, the energy's not there. It's just not there. And last night I struggled a bit, tossing and turning. I felt sick, and I think it was due to the kratom. It was a little bit of withdrawal from it. I know I should stay off of it, but I'm coming down off of it little by little. So I do like a cup a day. It's not even a gram anymore. But it's just a little bit of it, just to feed that little shit that I feel. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. I'm just gonna have to mope around the house. Go figure. But I have to work today, and I hate working feeling this way. Just feel like, literally, like I fell off a bike or something, or I can't say like a truck ran me over, but shit. Damn, like, I know if I take a Suboxone now, all that'll go away because that gives me the energy and I'm flying high, but I can't. I mean, I detoxed from that before. I don't want to start another habit of it. If I really was on it, I would really feel it right now. But what I'm feeling is, I tried it to help with the withdrawals. It might have helped with probably the most intense one, but I felt it last night. I took my Klonopin at 6 and my sleeping pill, but I woke up because I don't like that sleeping pill. I'm gonna have to change that. I don't like. Maybe that's why I feel the way I feel. I don't like the way that shit makes me feel. I guess that and the combination of the Klonopin might be a little bit too much. And that's how I kind of feel. And I always feel that way when I take that. I don't know why I take it, because I didn't want another sleepless night. But I have something else that I bought that's even better. I'm going to try Calm. I have Calm support. So I'm going to try that tomorrow night because I work tonight. I'm going to try that. A little healthier thing instead of, or even Benadryl or something, because that other stuff, it just lingers in me and I can't. It was only a half. And I guess with the Klonopin, just too much for me. And I don't like that shit fucking feeling. You know, I'm not moving around and just laying here. Just, Lord, it's bad enough I'm drinking this Klonopin. I just don't want nothing else in me anymore. You just don't want to be bothered with that shit anymore. I belong to a Kratom group. Thank God. I mean, I saw this one person said he takes 40 to 50 ounces a day. He has really bad withdrawals that he can't get up. I don't know if I could go through that. If I went through that, I'm honest, I'm not a doctor. I'm not supposed to be giving opinions, but I would just go right back to the Suboxone and kick it that way and then kick the Suboxone later on. Because I kicked it with the Kratom, but you got to know when to stop. Like, I guess I'm being contradicting because I didn't stop when I was all right, but I only went through it for 7 days. So, mind you, I did it for 5 weeks and I was okay. But then what I could be going through is the pause part of it. Because I didn't have Kratom for 5 days. Then I drank it yesterday because I was feeling funny. It did not help me at all. It just didn't help me at all. But I did manage to sleep, but it just didn't help me at all. So, like, I'm drinking this. If this doesn't pep me up a little bit, I don't want to be bothered. Then I'm going to take a spoon of, trying to take a spoon of black seed oil, see what that's all about. You know, but I just can't stand this. You know, fuck 1,000 times. Shit. Now, I drank the black seed oil, don't get me wrong. And the first time I drank, I had energy like crazy. So I'm going to try that this morning. But the last time I tried it, I fucking vomited. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I was all fucked up that day, taking anything and everything that I could find my hands on. And then when I did the black seed oil, which fucked me up. I was vomiting to work, vomiting on the bus. You know, when you get in this state of mind, wow. You know, but it wasn't funny. It was just nasty. You know, but like I said, I did it before. It lasted 7 days. And I thought I was going to die, but it really wasn't that serious. I was only on it for 5 weeks. And then I tried, I think, like another 3 days, the white strains and all that for energy. But that works for 1 day, and then you're back to feeling like shit again. So, and then it just builds up more of the kratom thing, and you have to withdraw more. So I decided not to take it anymore. And I did it for 7 days. I got through it. Now I try to do it for the Klonopin. That shit don't work for the Klonopin. Fuck that shit don't work. I got to wean off of that. So I'm gonna, like I said, at first I said September, but now it's gonna have to be October because I need to get rid of this little itch I got on my fucking back. You know, fuck. I don't like that when I can't move around the house and just feel fucking normal. I don't go to work till 7, but I don't want to lay here till 7. There's not much to do in the house, but who wants to fucking lay here fucking all day? Like, I was doing fine when I was at my mom's house for a whole week in Connecticut, but brand new. What I had did was I did 5 Suboxones. I did 2 milligrams, and I cut the 2 milligrams into 1 milligram, so I wouldn't go through the physical withdrawals of the kratom, which I think it did help. But like I said, it takes more than 5 days. So, a little while ago I wasn't feeling that bad, so I went in there and made like less than a half a spoon of kratom to see how that makes me feel, and then I'm gonna do some black seed oil, see if that gives me some energy. But other than that, I'm not going to 3 milligrams or 2 milligrams anymore. I'm just gonna have to carry this shittiness wherever I go for now until it comes out. And you know what helps a lot? Water, a lot of fucking water, and a lot of fucking Gatorade. Gatorade is full of sodium, but I don't give a fuck. It does something to me that I think it replenishes your electrolytes, and it really does help. So especially when you drink the kratom, you have to drink a lot of water, which I didn't, so it made it a little harder for me. But this is just a trial thing. It could be worse. I could be kicking the Klonopin, which is, oh my fucking Lord, no way. No way, Jose. Am I going to fucking do that? No. I'm a trooper, but that bitch there kicked my ass. It really did. My doctor asked me if I wanted to switch to Suboxone. I should have switched because I know the kratom helped me with it. And I'd rather go through the opiate withdrawal than the kratom. But I don't know. Let's see where this gets me. Once I do the titration towards the end, if I still feel shitty or whatever, then I'm going to try a little bit of Suboxone. I don't know. It's going to be a while from now. It'll be 18 months. Because I'm going to titrate 1 millimeter for 2 weeks. No withdrawals, just low energy. Like the blah. I thought it was depression. But I don't know, it could be depression, but I don't think so. And I've been through this before. It's the low energy shit that kicks my ass. If it wasn't for the low energy, I'd be fine. I would be 100% fine. Had a little hard time sleeping last night. So I took my little Risperdal, which I shouldn't have because it always makes me feel like shit the next day. So I got to wait that out for that to come out of my body. So I'm just going to drink the calm support, a natural 8 sleep, and do that because that other stuff, it's no good when you're drinking it with Klonopin. Maybe it's just too much for me. And I wake up in a state of like I did rest, but I don't like that. Yesterday I had a cup of kratom. It wasn't, I had the red because I was feeling like my body was hurting a little bit. But it's not something that's all day. Yeah. I know the feeling, but you know what? What I learned is that you can't trade one thing for the other because eventually the kratom will stop working. I do believe that. It does help with depression. It makes you feel good, blah, 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 but eventually it will stop. It will stop. And it's just not. I wouldn't start kratom all over again every day for the depression. But when I was on it, I didn't feel any depression. But no, I wouldn't trade right now. I know I have depression. I take pills for that, but during my time of the Suboxone withdrawal and all that, I didn't take none of that shit. I guess that's why when I withdraw, it hit me hard because the depression was like double when I stopped the kratom. So I should have continued my antidepressant pills, but I didn't. But for me, I would give up the kratom and just get something from a psych doctor that has nothing to do with benzols or SSRIs. There's stuff out there that can help because kratom is an ongoing thing, and eventually, seriously, it will stop working. And then all you're using it for is to get rid of the withdrawals. If it's gonna be like that, you don't need it anymore. Ugh. Oh God, I believe it. But Destiny, oh no, I tried that. Let me tell you a story about Celexa. I did one Celexa that day. I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know it was the SSRI. I didn't know what it was. I know I took it and I felt fucking fantastic. I loved it. And then the doctor gave me a bottle of Clonopins. At that point, I don't remember ever taking Clonopins, but I never took them to the point where I had a habit of them. I had like a whole bottle full of them. I would only take them like once in a blue moon. Never even tested positive for them. So I guess he thought I was taking it only as needed. So that morning I took the Celexa. I was like, oh my God, I never felt nothing like this before. But you know what they say? Anything that feels that good, it's something ain't right. So I said, oh, and the Celexa says take 2 a day. So I said, oh, forget the night one. I'll take both of them at the same time. Let me tell you, Destiny, I was so fucked up. I wanted to record it. I'm laughing. It wasn't funny, but I never felt like that before. I was so fucked up, it scared me. I was like, what the fuck is this? Does this man really think I'm going to take both of these pills? Let me tell you, I hit the Celexa somewhere in my house. I can't find the bottle. Out of a 30 of them, I drank one. I hit them somewhere. I don't know where they are. But I said, I'm not touching that shit again. I am not fucking with that. I never. Us addicts, me as an addict, I love an up high, but that shit had me crawling on the floor. I said, well, it fucked up my whole Celexa high. But maybe it was meant for me to do that because it scared me. It scared me to the point that I went back. I said, I'm not taking that shit. Oh, you got to take why I got to take that? Oh, you've been on it. I'm like, no, I haven't. But I have, but never to the point where I was addicted to it because I thought it was clonidine. And towards the end of my kratom withdrawal, I noticed the Klonopin was helping me. So I was taking 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and 2 in the afternoon. Oh my God. When I ran out of them, because I kept throwing all the Klonopins away, I just take 1 or 2 and then throw the bottle away. But I had one bottle that he gave me that I got scared to take. And when I went, it was the 11th, I'll never forget. I went crawling and running to that doctor. And this is the time I was 12 days into my withdrawal of kratom. And I kept telling the people, what's going on? Why I feel worse than better? It was because I was already 2 weeks off of the Klonopin. And that's when it started hitting me. That withdrawal. I said, I can't be withdrawing from opiates. I'm done. I was done March 15th or whatever. I was done with it. There was no way I was kicking from that. I said, this feels different than the opiates. Oh my God. I was fucked up. Oh, the nightmare. Yo, sometimes I read those benzo stories and I just get scared. I had nightmares The only reason I had cold turkey from Clonopins for 36 days. On the 37th day, I woke up and I thought I had bugs all over me, crawling, and I jumped up and I saw animals. I ran and took that pill because that's when I said that's it. I can't, hallucinating, hearing shit, phones ringing. I was like, this is a nightmare. It was a total nightmare. I missed work for 2 weeks. No, no. Wow. Now, see, that's what the doctor said, but I gave you a point 0.5. How the hell did you guys? I thought they were clonidine. Say, yeah, they are bad, but yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start titrating them through the Anderson manual in October. Imagine I was on, but when I did the cold turkey, it really did help me in a way, but it was fucking a nightmare. I can't imagine, but I can imagine somebody going through withdrawal with no relief. It was horrible. Yeah, I'm glad you do that little tiny piece at night. So when you're ready to get off of it, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. But those 36 days cold turkey, I was on 6 milligrams of it. When I started back, I did a 1 milligram, wasn't helping. Then I did 2, and 2 was helping better. So consider 6 to 2. That's a hell of a jump. People were saying, "Oh, you're crazy." Well, guess what? It did work. It did work. So because my doctor said, "I'm not giving you 6 milligrams. Nobody gives out 6 milligrams unless you're a wax like." That's what he said. And then I was telling him I was scared that he was going to take me on. He said, "You have all the time to withdraw. Do whatever you was doing. I don't know what you was doing. You came from 6 to 2, so you're doing something. I'm not going to cold turkey you or what they call taper you. Just relax, take your meds, keep going." So that gave me a bit of relief. So I said, let me titrate starting in October. So right now, I'm still in the midst of trying to get my body used to the 2. But don't get me wrong, there's still times here and there that I feel it, but sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling, you know? And then I did 5 weeks of the kratom trying to get rid of the Klonopin, which, folks, it doesn't work. Not with the benzos. I shouldn't have gone cold turkey. I could have had a seizure in here. Yeah, you're right. They say benzos are the worst shit. I see stories there that I don't believe, but they are fucking true. They're so fucking true. I see people that one person 55 months off and still feeling the same shitty way as the first day. Listen. I mean, if it's gonna be like that, I might as well stay on it. I don't know, but some people get caught out there where they doctor, retire, go to somewhere else, and they quickly want to take them off. You know, benzo were not meant to be a forever thing. They're only meant to when you have an anxiety attack. That's it. Some people were giving it for sleep. You're not supposed to take that for sleep. Only a little tiny piece, but we've all been misinformed. Yeah, benzo is the worst thing. I thought it was over. I felt so backwards. I've been kicking since January, but I'm glad the Suboxone issue is over. But I'm gonna be honest. I took them for half of 2 milligrams. I took half of I cut it in half and cut it another half, and that helped me through the day. But what I did that for was to get that kratom down off of me. So then now it's been since last Thursday. I haven't any. So maybe that could be a little trigger of why I feel a little down too. Besides the kratom, because I haven't really been hitting the kratom like I was. It was like 3 to 4 cups a day. But imagine that benzo shit had me like 5 and 6 cups. That's how fucking bad that shit was. You know, not for nothing, if you're really bad with bipolar or whatever it is and you need it, then fuck it, take it. You know, it's your body, it's your head, you know, and if you can live a normal life on it, then so be it. But know that when it's time to come off it, it's just as worse. All your feelings are come back and your anxiety is just as bad as anything. So if you could just stay on a low dosage, it'd be fine. No doctor's gonna have a problem giving you a low dosage. What they have a problem is giving you high doses after they don't fucked you all up. So, but like I'm saying, I mean, I'm feeling a little better, so it must be the fucking kratom. Like, you see what I'm saying? I feel a little better, but I'm gonna do like my friend up here says, you know, he's tapering off the kratom, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so yeah, I was on 6 milligrams and I went from 6 to 2 in a matter of a month. Don't ask me how I did it, but I think it was because those 36 of cold turkey might have helped. I think it did help, but it was a nightmare. So I don't think if I would have went through the 36 days of cold turkey, I still would have been doing the 6 milligrams of what the fuck, Clonopin, but I would have been in withdrawal all the time because he's only going to give me a certain amount, and he didn't know I was on it. He's like, "How the fuck you do that?" I said, "I thought they were quantity." So here I am. I'm on 2, and there's times, I'm not going to be honest, that I feel a little shitty, but I'm going to continue because I don't want to go on 6. They're not going to give me any more, and I need to, you know, stop being in denial about that. So as long as I have something in my system, you know, not that bad. And then with the kratom a little bit, but that's something I need to get rid of. Yep, I cold turkey kratom. And I have to say, it wasn't as bad as going cold turkey of the opiates. What I had was tired, very tired, very tired, low energy, no motivation. That went on for 12 days. 12 days. But when I say 12 days, it was actually 7 days that it happened. I had a hard time sleeping for the first 4 days. And then I started feeling better after that. But remember, I was on the Clonopins. When I ran out for the Clonopin, it was 7 days I ran out of the Clonopin on the 7th day. So all the way until the 12th day, day 12 was when I was like, what the fuck is going on? I kept telling everybody, yo, I'm feeling worse. I was feeling fine on the 7th day. Oh, it's over now. And I ran out of the pill, so I was fine. But I wasn't. It was the Clonopin. It wasn't a fucking kratom. I was done with it. I only took the kratom 5 weeks, between 2 and 3 grams a day, 2 times a day. So yes, so I heard. I have actually 2 bottles of it, and I heard it helps with addiction. Period. Yeah. And I tried it the first time, and it gave me this hell of an energy thing. I haven't drank it in a while, but I'm gonna go have me a spoon. I'm gonna implement it back on because I did see that it helps with the kratom and, well, withdrawal. Period. So I'm gonna go back on it. So when I get off, I'm gonna take me a teaspoon of the kratom, not the kratom, the black sea oil, and they say it's also great for sleeping, mind you. Yes, but you have to be comfortable laying down in a restful state. But I found out when I take a teaspoon in the morning, I'm like ching chong chong, I'm all over the place. But one thing about it is that it doesn't make you crash. That's what I really liked about the black seed oil. I didn't crash, you know, the next day or at night. I didn't like, ugh, boom. No. felt fine and great. So I'm gonna, once I get off here, I'm gonna take me a teaspoon and start that over again, and maybe take it at night. You know, guys, all of us are going through some time of hell and shit, but you know, if it gets to a point where you can't beat it, you know, because I think once we're in our 20s and 30s, things are easier, women quicker, even 40s. But when you start getting in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, something like benzo and clozapam, it's really hard to come off of. You're not, your body's not as strong as it used to be, and it could be more serious. So, you know, I was in denial a lot, like every day when I was cold turkeying and was reading about cold turkey, and no, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. I did it with opiates. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. So I have to do it. I have to wean myself off of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. They say that the older you get, the harder it gets to heal. We don't heal like when we're 19 and 20. Even when we used to drink at 17, we had no hangovers. And I go to the bar and I take a drink or 3 or 4 drinks, and I'll be in my bed for 3 days. Yes, it gets harder. It gets harder. But you still at a good age. But, you know, everything we need to do is go slowly. Just go slow. That's all we can do. I mean, we're already in it. And the fucked up shit is some of us work. And let me tell you, the difference between the opiates and the benzo. Opiates, I never miss a day of work. With the benzo, I miss 6 days of work. They even called me up. I said, I got to do something because this is not going to help me. This is not working for me. I financially took a hit, real big hit. So I had to go back on them. The damage was done. But I keep hearing a lot of older people talking about brain damage, kidney damage. I don't, look, I already know what's at stake here. But if I don't look at those benzo things anymore because they literally make me very sad and scared. So I stay off of them. I saw what I already needed to see. I looked at the Anderson manual. I don't got it packed down, but I pretty much know what I have to do. And I'm going to start it in October at 1 millimeter every 2 weeks. Yeah. It's going to take me maybe 18 months. I don't care because I don't want to feel not 1 fucking inch of withdrawal. Not 1 fucking inch of withdrawal. Because I feel like when I told doctor, oh, I'll take 3%. He said 3% is like sprinkling sugar. You got to start at 25%. Of course, I was going to hear him say 25. Are you fucking out of your mind? You take 25% off. I tried that. I did a gram and 1 milligram plus a half of a 0.5 or whatever. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. Then I told my sister said, well, take a 0.75. I tried that. That shit didn't work. When I took the whole thing, boom, my body accepted it. Oh, yes. Yes, but there was a couple of days there that I did make a couple of videos only because they have these things when you benzos, they call them window periods. I would have times where I wake up real good for 3 days. No withdrawals, no nothing. Then I'd be like, great, I beat this. It's 25 days, I beat this. Then on the 4th day, that shit comes right back at you even worse. I had a lot of window periods during the 36 days. But it's your body fooling you. And I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yeah, I made a couple of videos. Only those videos that I made only were days when I had window periods. But when I had no window periods, let me tell you, I couldn't even use the phone. My family was worried about me. I wouldn't answer the phone. I wouldn't answer the door. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The dog shitted on the floor on his little wee-wee pads. I couldn't do. I never felt anything take over me like that ever. Like physically and mentally take me. I don't know what dying feels like, but I sure hell felt like I was dying. I sure as hell. I don't know if dying was better than just living the way I was living, but I gave in. I had to give in. I had to give in. I just I can't. And and when I see some of the videos, people still I'm 8 months in and I still feel withdrawals. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be a success story, but if I titrate the way that I want to, see, that's why as long as I got time with the doctor, that's how I'm gonna titrate my shit. 1 millimeter for 2 weeks. And if it's fine, then 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks, another millimeter. So that'd be 2 millimeters. And then you start with 300 of the water. When you finish and you add up all your shit, you add 300, you're done. So you should be feeling fine. But if there's a point where you start feeling sick, then you stop and you hold on until it gets better. True. That's true. But Destiny, I don't know. Like I started at a 0.5, and if I can get to a 0.5, then I'll probably stay on a 0.5. I ain't gonna say the Clonopin doesn't help me, but it does help me with my depression. I don't know why, but it does. But I'm gonna try anyway because I want to get lower than a 2 milligram. And like you say, it goes how long you feel. So that's why it could take long. People have done it 18 months, 2 years. You see how sickening this shit is. I never heard of a med. They said that the Klonopin lasts between 20 hours or some shit like that. That's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. The Suboxone stays in your system 3 days. That's when I'm about to try to wean you off. Don't fucking wean me off because I'm still going to feel like shit after the 3 days anyway, or the 7 day of the detox or the weaning. You still got to go through it. So I just jumped off the boat. Yeah, well, I believe that. I believe it because it has been helping me with my depression. I do feel different. I haven't had a bout of depression in a while since I've gotten back on it. It's been a month and I noticed a big change in me. And especially because it's been a month since I've been back on the Klonopin and I have been feeling better. So it's a lesser of two evils, I guess. So I don't know. Like the reason I'm titrating is because I want to get to a lower, like the less is better. Like with the kratom, less is better. What I don't understand about kratom is how can people take 50 to 40 milligrams? How do you do that? And still, it's not a get high thing. How do you do that? Oh, listen, whatever works for you, go for it. Oh, if it works for you, do you. It's your body. Your body, your mind, your soul, it's your life. And if Clonopins helps you with that and everything else, Numero uno, go for yours. Because I know I would. I know I would. You know, I don't understand why he put me on Klonopin anyway, but I think it started when I was getting off the opiates. I still don't understand why he put me on it, but I know I wasn't on it like that. I don't know where I got the fucking idea it was Klonopin. When I was on opiate, my eyesight was really fucked up. I'm laughing now, but it was fucked up. I couldn't even see clearly. I had to go outside with shades on my outside because I couldn't stand the sun. That's something about kratom that if I go outside, it burns my fucking eyes. No, it was funny. Yeah. And then when I actually woke up and saw the medication he gave me, I said, "Oh my God, this is the same shit I've been taking. I've been taking Klonopin, and I was abusing them. I didn't know it was a fucking mistake. I could have beaten everything. I mean, I've beaten the opiates, I've beaten the kratom ones, and then I did that stupid shit, and only took me fucking." Like, I think I started on the 7th from day 1 to day 7. It didn't even take me 2 weeks to fucking get hooked on that shit. But imagine, I was taking 6 a day. Morning, noon, and night. So, I really fucked myself up. So, you know how they say you pay the piper. I believe in paying the piper, but you don't gotta pay it till you fucking croak. No. People make mistakes. You know, they say we have choices in the world, but sometimes we make choices that are not good for us, but we don't know that. You know, it's not like it comes with a fucking pharmaceutical book, like we understand it or anything. Oh, yeah, it stays hot out there. Oh. Yeah, that's why I kind of like, right now, I don't want to take too much kratom. Because if I make it strong, I go out there and my eyes start burning me. I couldn't understand. Even when I went through the opiates, it was in January. I was wearing sunglasses, people looking at me. My eyes were burning, irritating. Things seemed so, the brightness, even when it was like, you know, the winter is always dreary looking. And I felt like the sun was kicking me, and it was no fucking sun out there. It was just, and it wasn't my fucking mind. And I kept saying, why every time I drink a cup of this shit, my fucking eyes start burning. I go outside, I have to come back in and put shades on. But now I know I'm not the only one that done it. You know, I wish you guys all the best. Yeah. It's hard to wear makeup, especially underneath your you know how we wear the little powder stuff or the cream thing, which is no good when you're out there in the sun because you're gonna rub that shit out. But I could tell you how to have beautiful skin. Destiny, you take every night, you take a regular lemon and you squeeze it before cutting it, squeeze it to get all those juices out. And you just wash your face, no harsh chemicals, just with water. And you put lemon all over your face. Try not to get in your eyes because it burns. It may seem like it's burning a little bit, but once it dries, you feel your face getting really, really tight. And you do that for a week. People is going to ask you, yo, what are you using on your face? Your face is awesome and great. It's lemon has, what people don't know is collagen in it. And, you know, we women buy collagen because it's supposed to be a filler. It fills your eyes, your shit here, your things here. But somebody had told me about it and I've been using it. And It's been working awesome. My skin looks better, 100% better than it was before. But let me tell you, the only reason I hardly never got on a thing when I was on the Clonopin, oh my God, I was like a monster. Oh, really? Oh, also yogurt, which I'm gonna do in a little while. I'm gonna put some yogurt on it. I did the lemon already, but I still haven't washed my face yet. I'm gonna put the yogurt, but it can't be 2% or 4%, none of that, and it can't be skim milk. It has to be whole milk. And what's even better is Greek yogurt, but Greek yogurt is very expensive. I mean, you get results from both, but the Greek yogurt, I think it's more intense or whatever. So I'm gonna try that today again. Yeah, I do that at night. But if I'm doing my lemon, I sleep on the lemon at night. And once a week, I put the how you call the coconut oil for the moisturizer, so it won't look dry or anything like that. Yeah, but when I was at 36 days out, you could actually see your face changing, eyes and your circles. People used to ask me at work, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You look a hot fucking mess." Oh, and another thing, the Clonopin, when you're not taking it, you fucking lose weight like crazy. No appetite, no nothing. I couldn't believe I was fucking like I was fucking done. And that was only in 36 days. I was like maybe 105 pounds. I was 139 pounds less, a couple of ounces for clothes. I never been that small before and I couldn't understand it. But they said the Clonopin does take your weight. So now that I'm back on it, my weight is coming back. My appetite's been better. So I don't know, Destiny. Maybe I might stay on it. But I would like to get down from 2 milligrams, maybe just to 1 or to a 0.5, whatever it takes, because it does work. It does make me feel better. I believe you because one thing about Kratom um, Kratom was giving me an appetite. I stayed hungry with that. When I first started Kratom, I was starving all the time, which was okay because I was detoxing from the opiates, and you can't eat, you fucking vomiting all the time. And Kratom was giving me an appetite. But also, what's good for Kratom withdrawal is agmatine. That helps for withdrawal too. But the agmatine adds weight to it. It's a supplement for weightlifters, but it's been known for withdrawals. So I don't know. I can't believe you went 30 hours. I believe it. I thought you meant 30 days, but 30 hours. You waited a long time in agony, sweetheart. I this morning I was shuffling around and I was like contemplating, should I have a cup or shouldn't I have a cup? So you know why? I decided if it's the Kratom, then I'll just come off slowly. Oh, not good. Gotta be careful with that. Yeah. Wow. What I used to mix it with? Uh, a potentiator. It made it last longer for some reason. I used to mix it with grapefruit juice, and you look at the YouTubes, they'll tell you, they have stuff called potentiators, and I didn't think they work. But I guess they do. But when I started mixing mine with, like, I did the toss and wash for me, I don't like that shit. But when I did take it, I noticed that it would make the kratom last longer with the grapefruit juice. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it does. And with the coffee too, but not as much as the grapefruit juice. Some people say no, it's the acid, but whatever it does with the kratom, it just makes it last longer. Instead of going 4 hours, I was going 6 and 7 hours. So I do believe in the potentiators. I do. And it's even better when you do it that way, because you take less in between. Instead of 4 hours, you're taking it every 7 hours, which the less you take, the better, you know? Yeah, that's what I mixed it. But yeah, when I used to do it, I used to toss and then mix it with the juice. And then I started just mixing it with the thing and drank it. And it did, towards the end, it did last longer. And when it lasts longer, instead of me doing it 4 times a day, I noticed it 3. And then when the detox almost finished, it was 2. Then it was 1. Then one day I woke up and I was done. Hell. Hell no. I feel like I'm eating, you know that when kids go play in the sandbox, that's how I feel like. And no matter what you mix it with, it just tastes like shit. But now I mix mine with hot water. I mix mine with hot water, and it goes down easier. And not only does that, it works faster. To me, it works faster. It's nice and hot. It works faster. But I'm gonna try. Like tomorrow, I'll take a little less, but I'll mix it with the grapefruit juice to make it last a little longer. So therefore, as I'm cutting down, it just be a little better for me. And Carolyn, you're laughing. But yeah, I'm drinking it now. And I have to admit that I wasn't feeling that great, but I'm feeling better. So I guess it has to be the kratom. Fuck. Fuck me. But I'm going to take this one. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a teaspoon of the grape flaxseed oil, because they said it's good for that. And that, when I first tried it, wow, I was zooming around the house. I had the best energy. And it's great for a lot of things, blood pressure, all that stuff. But even when you drink it hot or cold, it still tastes like shit. I go on the kratom page, and I'm not knocking kratom or anything like that. Yeah. I believe that, Destiny. I think it's better to do taper kratom than to try to taper these benzos and these clozapams and all that bullshit. Yeah, once you put that in your body, you're pretty much fucked. But I say, if it works for you, then it works for you. But people think long term it does damage to them. Some people have been taking it for 20, 30 years. I haven't. I've been taking it for 4 years, and I never had a habit of it. So that goes to show I was never even taking a 0.5. I would take a 0.5 maybe twice a month. Till the end, when I mixed them up, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But yeah, but let me ask you, when you taper, I never taper from kratom. This is my first time tapering from kratom. Before, I just went cold turkey and jumped off. Once you taper from kratom, do you still get withdrawals after you get to your last one? Oh, 80 grams. See, that's what I mean. How could you let yourself go to 80 grams. What does 80 grams gonna do for you? But I thought, when I first tried kratom, I didn't know what to do with it. I just kept taking big spoons every 2 hours. And one day I got so sick I vomited. So how could they take 80 grams? What is it? It don't work anymore, and they keep putting more and more and more and more and more. That shit is sickening. How could 80 grams? He went through hell. I'm pretty sure he went through hell. Because if I went through a little bit of shittiness for 3 grams a day for 5 weeks, and I mean it wasn't really physical, it's just shitty. But 80 grams, that's a serious withdrawal. I heard it's like opiates. That's crazy. I wouldn't have done that. I would have not done that. I would have not done that. And if I would have read the Klonopin label right, I wouldn't have took it. But when I read it after I took the first time, when my doctor gave it to me, which wasn't the first time, and I finally realized what it was, I said, I'm not. He said, that's what's wrong with you. You're withdrawing. I said, from what? He's like, Klonopin. I said, I don't already take that. He said, well, you did a good job this time. And I told him what I did, and then when I came back, I told him I'm no longer on 6 because I can't give you 6-8. I just can't give it to you, and I have to find a way to fight that through. And I did the 36 days cold turkey, and it kind of did help. But it was still hard when I tried to take away some of the, I started on, what was it, 2 milligrams, and I cut that 2 milligrams into another 1/2 milligram. Didn't feel so good. And I cut another half, didn't feel so good. It was like taking nothing. And then I said to myself, I can't fight this. I'm not going through what I went through. I'm not doing it. I'm going to take the whole 2 milligrams. She said, well, do what you got to do. If that's what helps you and make it through the day, then do it. She said, when you titrate, just take your time. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. When you're in a good feel state, then you move on to the next one. She said, don't keep moving on every time you say you feel good. Give your body time enough to adjust. And then move it on. Then move it on. Yeah. But I never got that feeling that I got from the kratom from when I first used it. It's like smoking crack. You get the first chase, you can never get that first high again. That's how I felt about kratom. Once after the 5 weeks, I took a rest, tried to do it again, and I never hit that mode again. It just took the tiredness away from me, but it didn't give me that. I don't know. It like that first, when people say when they first do it, they're in the honeymoon phase. Everything's great. They're motivated. They do this. They do that. Well, they don't do that to me anymore. I just take it. It just calms me down, relaxes me, but not too relaxed where I'm able to move around. But it does work with the withdrawals a little bit because that's what it seems like I'm having. So, like, I'm going to just taper from that little by little, see where it gets me. But folks, we are fighting the fight. GABA and what's the other one? GABA and yeah, I messed that up. And well, I was gonna order 5-HTP. Some people are taking it for the kratom, but they say you need to take it 30 days before you start doing your tapering. But and it's also great for anxiety, especially if you suffer from anxiety, like when you getting off the kratom, you start getting anxiety attacks. They say it's good for that too. Your serotonin, your GABA receptors, because that's what's going on. It's got a hold of our receptors and shit like that. But I also was told that it was no good because I bought some, and when I bought it, I read the box. It does work, but after a month, it won't work anymore. So it's sitting there, and I don't want to. I don't want to touch it. Some people swear by it that are right now on the kratom thing, saying that it does work. But I bought the bottle, and then what also was what also the problem with that was if you're on antidepressants, you can't take the HTP. So you have to be off your antidepressants to take the HTP. They don't mix well. So I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I stopped. I didn't even start. Just when I finally read the bottle, because they didn't tell you everything on the thing. It says if you are on antidepressants, even they say it in the how you call it, on the internet. If you are on antidepressants, it's not a good idea to do the 5-HTP. And so I left it alone. And they do use it for withdrawals. That's what they say they use it for. But most of the people that are using it don't take antidepressants. I do, so I can't fuck with them. You know? And I don't think a 30-day supply is going to fucking really do anything for your serotonin levels and your GABA receptors. So, no. And then I saw something on YouTube where a girl said she took it. She felt great. She had no anxiety attacks, no nothing. And then after a month, it didn't work anymore. She said you have to give your body a chance to recover, or it's like with anything, you hit a tolerance level. And then she wait a month, and then she start back over again. So I'm like, I'm not going to be spending my money on something that's going to stop working. And then I'm on, you can't be just taking just too much supplements. That's my thing. I think too much, your body just doesn't know how to act. It just goes into overload. So I'm not going to do that. But I see it all the time. But they say before you taper, you need to take it 30 days before. Why, I don't know. Because from what I heard, it only works for 30 days. But yes, it's all over the internet. Yeah, they get 5-HT, get Delpha, DLP, whatever. I don't know if it works. Some people say it works for them. But we have to understand that your body and my body is two different things. Everybody's body here is different. Yep. I have an addictive personality too. Yeah. So I even checked up on Bufenix, whatever you call that. Yeah. Fenibut. And I was like, that's not me. I might like it too much. No. It'll bring me back to my heroin day. One bag for me is like an alcohol going into a bar saying he could only have one drink. That's a lie. So no. And then Fenibut is even worse. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm not going to bother with that at all. So like when I was doing the Suboxone for the last 5 days, I was taking a half of it was a 2 milligram, then I would cut it in half and take another half of the other half. And it really, really did help me. So, but now It's been since Thursday. I haven't taken none. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's 4 days. But last night, I don't know if it was withdrawals, but whatever it wasn't dramatic, but I was very restless. But I take this thing called Calm Support. And it's not, I'm sorry, it's not the powdered one. It's the as a matter of fact, let me show you it. Don't go anywhere, Colin. I want to show you this one med. See what it says here? If you can see it. Calm Support. Now this here has valerian in it, which supposedly is good for your withdrawals. And it helps you sleep. It's like two a day. I can't take 2 a day because I noticed that it's good for relaxation and support. And it's all vegetarian, but in the back of the label, you can't see it really good, but it has valerian, it has ashwagandha, it has everything. I'm going to start taking these because for the reason they're all natural, and the medication that I take Risperdal to go to sleep. But I took it this morning. I guess that's why I felt fucked up, because that shit fucks me up. You see, I'm small. I can't take a whole thing of Xanax, and I'll probably die if I take something like that. But I cannot take. This helped me. This helped me. But they also got the powdered one, which you buy on Amazon. It does help you sleep. But as far as withdrawals, I don't know. I slept through the night with it. But this one here helped me a lot. It relaxed me. It has valerian in it, which helps with the withdrawals and everything. Thing about this, bitches, it's $59. I went on the regular site, it was $59. I went on Amazon, it was $59. I got a girlfriend who's checking it out for me to see how much GNC it costs over there, because she has a 50%. So, but the first couple of times I tried this, I liked it because I woke up the next morning, I felt fine. I slept right through the whole night, no kicking. The little withdrawals I had was fine because it has 80% of valerian in it. And they said valerian is good for withdrawals. This did help, but I don't know if I can keep paying $59. So I'm investigating this other vitamin site, which I'm gonna, when I find it, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna give you the link to it. It's supposed to be cheaper, but this here fucking works. It fucking works. It does. It really does work. I have to give this a fucking 10. And this is what I should have took. Like when I'm tired, when I come home from work and can't sleep from being up all night, from drinking caffeine or whatever, I take this and it just relaxes you and it helps with your anxiety and everything. And you take a nap and you wake up fine. But when you take it at night, you get a good night's sleep, no withdrawals, no nothing. So I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to find a way to pay for it, but I don't know. So let's see what happens. From what I understand, the ingredients in it don't say anything about it being a benzo. The Calm Support in the powder form, that did help a lot too. The matcha tea, how you feel on the matcha tea? The matcha tea, it's so, the matcha tea, you gotta be careful the brands you buy because there's a lot of different. It's a stimulant, but it gives you a lot of energy, and at the same time, it burns your metabolism, which helps you lose weight. But the matcha tea is good. It gives you energy and everything. But like everything, it stops working. So it's like you take it for the first week and then you take it like 3 times a week and it helps fine. It's a herbal thing, and a lot of people you do it for how you call it, drinking those mixed drinks and health stuff. You know, I have matcha tea. Whenever I don't feel that great, I take it. And it does pep me up a little bit, because that's what I did when I was in my mom's house. I took the kratom with me. You know, that's the fucked up shit. You always got to carry the kratom with me just in case it hit. I didn't drink any kratom at all. I drank the matcha tea. And it was okay. And it was okay because it gave me the energy that I needed. But then I guess after a while, when the body knows they don't have the kratom, it starts acting stupid. So I don't know. I never heard that kind of support. It's hard to get off. I have to do some more research on it. But it also is a stress release, relaxation support. It's a dietary supplement. But I have to look at it more. But I like what it has in it. It has valerian, all kinds of shit in it. And I was like surprised. That's why it's so expensive, because when you buy all these separate, it costs a bit. So this is something that maybe I'll buy every other month, but it does fucking help. So I probably take this tonight instead of taking that damn pill that takes me a while to get that shit out of my system. So now the kratom helped me come back to normalcy, because I think it's the pill. And someone told me don't take it, Ada, because it makes you feel like shit. But I came out of work Saturday. I didn't sleep at all. And I was all day up all day Saturday until I finally went to bed. Took my Klonopin, went to bed because I started feeling funny. Like a little bit of withdrawal. And I don't know what it was from. But I think it was from the kratom. Because I didn't have any kratom last night. So this morning I really took the kratom because I didn't like the feeling of the fucking pill. I don't like those sleeping pills that make you feel like shit, like groggy the next day. And that's how I felt. Really shitty. So, but I took the kratom and I feel fine now. But I'm really happy because I cut back. That spoon wasn't even full. It looks like water. It looks like water. Look at that, water. But whatever I put in it, it's working. It's not as dark as it used to be. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to taper it. Tomorrow, I'll take another spoon, less than that. But it all depends, Carolyn, Destiny, because if I feel okay tomorrow, I won't touch the kratom. But when I feel funny, then I'll take the kratom. Like yesterday, I took the kratom. Yeah, I did take the kratom, the red one, because I was kind of feeling a little physical, something going on. But remember, I had that Suboxone, so that I had to put a stop to because I didn't want to go back on Suboxone. I have like boxes of that shit when I was detoxing, and then tell him if I didn't go there to see him for 2 months, but he kept giving them to me, and I save up on them, and I only take those as an emergency, and thank God because they do help. But I didn't want to start another chippy. Imagine pencils and that. No. Not to say you can't have both, but he gave me an alternative. Oh, you can go and buy them. You want to go back on Suboxone? He gives them away like candy to me. But I can understand he's just trying to make me feel better. But if this titration doesn't work, then Suboxone, here I come, or whatever, until all that shit comes out of my body. If it takes a year or two, then I'll do the kratom again. I'm just being honest, because it was like maybe 7 days of a little bit of physicalness and tiredness. I'd rather do that than did that benzo shit that put me real fucked up. Hey, LK, how you doing? Well, anyway, I drank the last of my drink. And to all you guys who came on my timeline, thank you. And Destiny, be good. Oh, wait. I don't know. Oh, Megadon is, wow. Good luck with that, sweetheart. Yeah, everything is hard. Good luck with it. And I'll see you on my next video and let you know how this tapering thing is going, and I hope everybody have a good day. Wow, it's great. It's great. Hi guys. See you later, or tonight, or tomorrow. Bye bye. See you guys. Have a good day. Thanks. Thanks. See you guys later.